If you don't know what Parkinson's is, over 1 million people in the United States are diagnosed with this disease every year. And my guess is if you asked around through your family tree, you'd probably find somebody that has Parkinson's. What I want you to know is that, from my perspective, it doesn't stop you from living life. It slows you down, and it's not a death sentence. And with the help of people like the Parkinson's Institute, we all hope and pray there'll be a cure for this someday. I've had Parkinson's since I was 40 years old. And I first noticed that I was drooling a lot when I was sleeping. At work I was starting to stutter and my left hand was starting to bother me in the office. So I one day finally mentioned it to my wife, and she mentioned to her friend who was a speech pathologist about my stuttering, and she said, well, he might have had a small stroke. You ought to go to the neurologist and get it checked out. So I went to the neurologist, and he took one look at me and gave me the standard field test where you walk down the hall, and left the room and came back in with a piece of paper and started to explain to me what was going on within my brain and that I had Parkinson's disease. When you're first diagnosed, you're kind of shocked. I didn't really have much reaction because I didn't know too much about the disease. And I still felt pretty good. I was able to do a lot of things, so I felt like, we'll figure this out. And the doctor assured me that you don't die from Parkinson's, you die with Parkinson's. So for me, it was just kind of like, okay, let's figure this out. And I'm a fighter, and I'm a glass half full kind of guy. So it's like, let's go. We can figure this. We can beat this out. And it wasn't probably till 3 or 4 months into it where you're on an airplane thinking, what am I going to be able to do? What am I not going to be able to do? And you cry a lot by yourself. Because I have a family and I don't want my kids to worry. In fact, I don't talk about it too much with my kids. I ask them about it here and there, but I want my kids to grow up and to know that in life you're handed challenges. You don't let them get you down, you keep moving. It's not going to stop me, and I'm not going to walk around moping and depressed. You get down, you feel bad sometimes, but in the end, we're only here for a short amount of time. Let's make as much of it as we can. So I'm still able to do a lot of things with my son's Boy Scout troop. Some hiking and backpacking and canoeing trips. And on a recent canoeing trip on the Colorado River, the boys want to do some cliff jumping. Well, we have to have an adult go first. So they started jumping. One adult tested one cliff. It was maybe 10, 15 feet. All the boys jumped, and we were rolling down the river, and I see ahead of us a cliff that's about 40, 50 feet. So we row up, my brother and I were in the canoe, we rowed up really fast. I just got out and I jumped up there to the top, and I said, well, boys, if we're going to try this cliff, someone's got to go first, so I jumped first. Parkinson's, we're in this together. And that means to me that you can't just fight this by yourself. You need help from the medical community, family, donors. We all got to figure this out together. I don't want to die trying. I want to die trying to fix this, not doing anything else. Absolutely, I'd say the Institute is completely together with me in this. I feel like it's a partnership, and again, I've never had an experience with a medical institution like this in my entire life. Something that they feels like they're really focused on me and only me, even though there's plenty of other people out there. When you come here, you kind of feel like this is all for you, which is really a big blessing.